the amount
Right.
of one-game wonders, this is what I'm going to call them, in the world. There are a lot of people. They're just like, you know
Right.
what? I watched this one game, and I'm going to make all of my
And
opinions
that
off this
is
one
the
game.
team. Right.
Hi,
Right.
do you realize there was a season and we played it
Prior to that game.
and it's over and so
So true.
much derivative nonsense is taken out of games that don't matter. And
Well,
this is what I said 2
Corey,
weeks ago. They don't
right.
matter. If you go into these games that they don't, now it's still hard. It still sucks in the moment.
Yeah, no,
But if you
wanna
go
play,
into, once
you
you
wanna play
make
well.
the
Right.
playoffs and you're in, and here's the other thing, for good reason, I don't think Matt was very honest about how he went into these two games, right? No one really asked him, but I think Matt played these games as if they really didn't matter. I really think Matt got more out of these games than we're giving him credit for. And damn
Right.
all to what we
Right.
think, and that's the reality. Like,
Yeah.
I realize that I spout a bunch of nonsense, and I know this, but I
Right.
just
You're
feel like a lot
self-aware
of
about it.
other people, they actually think that what they're saying matters to, the
Right.
Packers or to Matt, and they just don't. It's just funny to me.
Here's my thing where I very much agree with you that, I think he was operating in a certain way that really he didn't really need to lay out or explain completely. But I will also cite the end of that game as, man, you talk about, I don't care what you were trying to accomplish. You botched the game. You had the game won as a coaching staff. You know what I mean? Like everything that transpired prior to the end of that game was salvageable if they just make better decisions as a staff, as a collective. And so my hope is that, okay, they're going to learn from those moments because it's not like game management, timeouts, etc. have been Matt LaFleur's forte. I think he's an excellent game planner. I think he's a really good play caller. And I think he's a really good NFL head coach. But man, Andy Reid right now is considered one of the best to ever do it. And he spent a decade in Philadelphia getting absolutely roasted for his clock management. It's like, so you take this game against the Bears, which to your point, didn't mean a whole lot, right? In the grand scheme of things, especially once the Commanders won, Packers were locked into the 7th seed regardless. But man, you talk about a teachable moment and a couple of teachable moments, plural, not just for Matt, but for Jeff and for Bisaccia. I mean, all three of them showed their ass in that game. And thank God it was a game that really didn't portend a whole lot. You know what I mean? That's a learning moment, hopefully, that they can start applying here next week against the Eagles.